Hi everyone, here I am again. I'm just sharing really, when Jesus came and he was teaching me one-on-one, and for 18 months, this was before I even had the course. I didn't know anything about the course. He was just teaching me. One of the ones I remember distinctly was when Jesus said to me that love holds no grievances. And he said that I had grievances that I needed to look at. And he asked me to go straight for the biggest one. Just to think about it for a minute. Go straight for the biggest one and tell him what it was. And I was like, you kidding me? I don't even have to think about it. I know what my biggest grievance is. And I said, it's to do with men. I said, I hate men. And I was swearing, I freaking hate men. All of them. They cause me nothing but pain and grief and misery and suffering. I hate them. And I don't want another bar of them. And I really have this attitude with men, as you can tell. So, and Jesus asked me to close my eyes. Then he guided me through this meditation. And he said, I want you to imagine the world as you see it now, as you believe it is now. And we're going to remove everything that man's hand has touched or been involved in. It's going to dissolve away. And so I went into this meditation with Jesus, and firstly of all, he said, I know you love music, and that you've recently got into classical music. He said, well, there's no music now. There's no music in the world. Not a single note. Not an instrument. It's gone. And it just come, and I felt this sadness tugging, boom, at my heartstring. And then he said, I know you love art. You really appreciate art, fine art. He said there's no artwork, none whatsoever. There's not a single piece of art left in the country. It's all gone. So I felt this another sadness pull at my heart. Then he said, there's no architecture. There's no beautiful buildings. There are no buildings at all. There are no roads. There are no bridges. There are no cars. There are no aeroplanes. There's no television. There's no computers. There's no telephones. There's no little baby boys. There's no grandchildren. There's no sons. There's no daughters. And he just went through layer upon layer upon layer upon layer until all that was left, it was not pretty. And I know he was pointing to a real truth in that there was nothing left and there's nothing of this world. But at the time I wasn't ready for that truth. He was just trying to heal my grievance. And so what it looked like to me was a nuclear winter. There was nothing in it. It was just black. There was nothing. And I felt so sad. And then I had this rush of deep appreciation, deep gratitude, and deep, deep love. And just, I felt like honouring mankind. And he just seemed to heal me like that in an instant. And when I came out of that meditation, I was healed. I was healed. I just had this passionate love for men, for mankind, and an appreciation for everything that they did for me in service to me. And there was nothing like it. All those years of abuse, 40 years of pain and misery at the hands of man, it was gone in an instant. And I had no grievance towards men anymore. Absolutely none. And then, part way along the path, Jesus was bringing me angels. The night that he came, he brought an angel with him, and he was surrounding me with angels. I've got so many stories about that. I've just written a book about just the angel experience that he gave me, because that's a book on its own, and that's actually with the proofreader editor right now, so that'll be coming up soon. But yeah, he took me on this path with angels, and I ended up on this angelic Reiki course. I didn't really understand anything about it at the time, but what angelic Reiki does is there's this deep connection with angels, and they just flood your awareness, and they start bringing up old beliefs in the subconscious mind. They bring it up into your awareness and carry it off, healed. And it's like you don't even have to do anything. It's so effortless, and they just have this. The angels seem to have this way of healing what we're holding on at the level of the mind, and so it seemed quite a helpful step for me at the time. So as I went after this angel group, I went into this meditation, and then I was given a glimpse on radio. I was driving through to this angelic Reiki group, and this story came on the radio. It was called Little Soul in the Sun by Neil Donald Walsh, and it was just so profound that it really touched me, and I didn't understand that I was being shown that for a reason, and it was going to be used that morning. So when I went into this angelic meditation, the angels took me home to my father's house where I grew up when I was a child, and there was so much love going on, and it was all about forgiveness, and not only did I forgive my father, I just, for everything that I did, I just completely was in awe, and I just thanked him for being the perpetrator in my life, and for doing what he did, because it brought me to the place where I am now. And so I was not only forgiving him, I was just deeply grateful, and I was thanking him for every part he played in my life. I never expected to go there, and when I came out of this meditation, it felt so beautiful that I didn't think for a minute anything would happen. But all of a sudden, as I came out of the meditation, I just was hit by this wall of emotion, smack, bang, and then I was just sobbing my heart out in front of the entire group. I just felt like a right idiot. And after the meditation, I was taken into an angelic Reiki treatment where a practitioner takes me down and allows the angels to come in and heal something that needs to go. So I'd gone from meditation into this angelic Reiki session, and the angels came in and they said, the story that you heard on the radio this morning, the little soul and the sun, well, you are the little soul. That's you. You've forgotten who you are, and you've really forgotten who you are, and the story was there to remind me. And I'm going to read the story to you because it's a powerful healer for me. I don't know if you like it, but here goes. It's called Little Soul in the Sun by Neil Donald Walsh, and this is what was read to me in the angelic Reiki healing. Once upon a time, well, I've done a little typo there because I'm reading it, I've typed it up. It says once upon no time. What a typo. I like that, I'll leave it. Once upon no time, there was a little soul who said to God, I know who I am. And God said, that's wonderful. Who are you? And the little soul shouted, I'm the light. God smiled a big smile. That's right, God exclaimed. You are the light. The little soul was so happy, for it had figured out what all the souls in the kingdom were there to figure out. Wow, said the little soul. This is really cool. But soon, knowing who it was not enough. The little soul felt stirrings inside, and now wanted to be who it was. And so the little soul went back to God, which is not a bad idea for all souls who want to be who they really are, and said, Hi God, now that I know who I am, is it okay for me to be it? And God said, You mean you want to be who you already are? Well, replied the little soul, it's one thing to know who I am, and another thing altogether to actually be it. I want to feel what it's like to be the light. But you're already the light, God repeated, smiling again. Yes, but I want to see what that feels like, cried the little soul. Well, said God with a chuckle, I suppose I should have known. You've always been the adventuresome one. Then God's expression changed. There's only one thing. What? Asked the little soul. Well, there is nothing else but the light. You see, I created nothing but that which you are. And so there is no easy way for you to experience yourself as who you are, since there is nothing that you are not. Huh? Said the little soul, who was now a little confused. Think of it this way, said God. You are like a candle in the sun. Oh, you're there all right, along with a million gazillion other candles who make up the sun. And the sun would not be the sun without you. Nay, it would be a sun without one of its candles, and that would not be the sun at all, for it would not shine as brightly. Yet how to know yourself as the light when you are amidst the light, that is the question. Well, the little soul perked up, you're God, think of something. Once more God smiled. I already have, God said. Since you cannot see yourself as the light when you are in the light, we'll surround you with darkness. What's darkness? The little soul asked. God replied, It's that which you are not. Will I be afraid of the dark? Cried the little soul. Only if you choose to be, God answered. There is nothing really to be afraid of, unless you decide that there is. You see, we're all making it up. We're just pretending. Oh, said the little soul, and felt better already. Then God explained that, in order to experience anything at all, the exact opposite of it will appear. It is a great gift, God said, because without it you could not know what anything is like. You could not know warm without cold, up without down, fast without slow. You could not know left without right, and here without there, and now without then. And so God concluded, when you are surrounded with darkness, do not shake your fist and raise your voice and curse the darkness. Just be a light unto the darkness. And don't be mad about it. Then you will know who you really are. And all the others will know too. Let your light shine so that everyone will know how special you are. You mean it's okay to let others see how special I am? Asked the little soul. Of course, God chuckled. It's very okay. But remember, special does not mean better. Everybody is special together, each in their own way. Yet many others have forgotten that. They will see that it is okay for them to be special only when you see that it is okay for you to be special. Wow, said the little soul, dancing and skipping and laughing and jumping.